What is happening with California's housing market and those high mortgage rates? Well, the number of home sales is way down despite a robust US economy. The housing market is telling a different story. In this video, we'll dive into what's happening in the California housing market and how high mortgage rates are affecting buyers and sellers. So let's get right into it. Mortgage rates have been the talk of the industry, especially for buyers and sellers, hovering around 8%. And combine that with the fact that home prices have shot up during the pandemic. So you've got some real uncertainty in the market. So what has happened with these high mortgage rate is very low housing affordability. It's taken a serious hit. And from the article from Fortune, it says, California homes are so pricey that only 16% of the state's residents can afford to buy one, and it's only getting worse. This article goes on to say only 16% of households could qualify to purchase a median-priced single-family home in the second quarter, the California Association of Realtors reported. And that's down from 19% in the first quarter and 17% from the year earlier. Now, for the first time in over 2 decades, the 30-year fixed mortgage has crept up to 8% in October. And while we're still hoping for a little bit of relief from the Federal Reserve to ease up on their battle against inflation, it looks like financing costs are here to stay at elevated levels compared to those pandemic lows. So for many buyers, it's putting a freeze on home ownership or the option of downsizing or upsizing. And the longer those mortgage rates stay high, the more it's going to cost you to borrow. And there's a potential for a housing market recession, according to many real estate experts. And looking closer to home, regionally in California, in September, housing sales took another dip, marking it as the 4th straight month in a row for a decline in total number of sales. However, the median home price is on the rise. And this marks a 3rd consecutive month that the median price has risen compared to the same time last year. So what's happening? In September, we saw the number of closed sales of single-family detached homes to be 240,940. That is, if we close out the year at that pace, according to the California Association of Realtors. And to put that into context, in the month before, in August, pace dropped by 5.4%, going from 254,740 to 240,940. And when we look back from a year before, that drop is actually 21.5%. Last year, we managed to sell 307,000 homes in California. What's really interesting this year is that for the whole year, there have been on pace to be less than 300,000 homes to be sold for 2023. And on a monthly basis, this marks the 4th consecutive month that it has decreased. What this means is the market is less competitive for buyers. There are 8% mortgage rates. So on the ground, there are some opportunities for buyers. Again, I'm not here to encourage you to buy if it's not the right time. Make sure it is the right time for your personal situation. Can you afford the monthly payment? Do you have an emergency fund? And if you aren't in a good financial situation for today's high mortgage rates, it might be a good time for you to purchase. Sellers are becoming more flexible as days on market is increasing, and fewer homes are going above asking price. There is just slightly a little bit more inventory than the month before, so there are a few more houses to choose from. To take this into context, in September, California's statewide median home price took a tiny step back, dropping 1.9%. Buys price of $859,800 to now in September $843,340. However, when you price it from a year ago, it's actually up 3.2%. From a year ago of $817,150. And this slight dip in September is nothing to worry about because this does normally happen seasonally. From August to September, there is normally a slight dip. And experts are still predicting a year-on-year growth as far as home prices are concerned, mainly because housing supply is so limited. And there you have it, today's housing market update for California. If you found any value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My details are in the description below. And thank you for watching.